Hello ladies, this is Miss Elexus and today we'll be doing a lemon volcano experiment. For our activity today, you will need a pencil and paper, 1 lemon, a bowl or plate, a knife, and be sure to ask a parent, a spoon, food coloring, vinegar, baking soda, and dishwashing liquid is optional, meaning if you don't have it, that's okay. Do you like to eat lemons? If not, it's probably because they're really sour. Another sour food, and one that I really love, is pickles. If you haven't already checked out my Let's Make Pickles video, please do so to learn how to make some juicy pickles. But do you know why these foods are sour? Because the good bacteria inside of them produce acid to protect the food from bad bacteria like mold. This is a part of the reason why pickles can be stored in jars for so long. Using pencil and paper, take 3 minutes to list as many sour or acidic foods as you can. Each number on the screen represents 1 minute. When the number 3 begins to disappear, the timer has started. And when the number 1 disappears, time's up. Ready, set, go. Pause the video and Google your answers to confirm. So how did you do? If you wrote down at least 3 answers, share this video. If you wrote down at least 6 answers, like and share this video. And if you wrote down at least 9 answers, like and share this video, and then comment below and tell us what you found. Here are some common acidic foods. Did any of these surprise you? Did you guess any of these? I definitely didn't know that peanuts were so acidic. This is the pH scale, and it's used to measure how acidic or alkaline something is. Alkaline is just another word for base or basic. Acids measure from 0 to 7 on the pH scale and are usually more sour, and most acids are usually foods. Bases measure from 7 to 14 on the pH scale and are more bitter. Most bases are usually chemicals, but one base that we can eat is baking soda. Baking soda is often used in baking like cookies, cakes, bread, etc. And did you know that baking is doing chemistry that you can eat? Yes, because when acids and bases come together, they create chemical reactions. When baking a cake, for example, the acidic ingredients like eggs or buttermilk combine with the basic ingredients like baking soda. And when heat is added, a chemical reaction happens to form this delicious looking cake. Chemical reactions give off energy like heat, sound, and light. Some are loud and big like fireworks, and some are quieter and smaller like baking. Can you think of more chemical reactions? So let's do one together. But first, in order to do an experiment, we have to follow the scientific method. So grab your pencil and paper. The first step is to ask a question. On your paper, write our question for this experiment, which is, what happens when baking soda is poured into a lemon? The second step is to form a hypothesis. On your paper, write what you think will happen. The third step is to conduct an experiment. On your paper, you will list the steps you took to do this experiment. The fourth step is to analyze the results. On your paper, you will list what you see and hear happen during the experiment. The last step is to form a conclusion. On your paper, you will write why you think the results happened. All right, are we ready? Let's get started. For this first step, please make sure to ask your parents for help. Prep your lemon by slicing the bottom off to make it sit flat, like so. Then you're going to flip the lemon over and begin slicing out the core. This is what your lemon should look like after you cut open the core. If you'd like to make an open face volcano, simply slice your lemon in half. Because this activity can get messy, make sure to keep your lemon on your bowl or plate, and you can also place a towel underneath your bowl or plate to keep your surface area clean. The next step is to place a few drops of food coloring in the center of the lemon. If you want to jazz it up a bit, Throw in 2 or 3 colors. The next step is to add in a spoonful of baking soda. Pour this into the opening of your volcano. And it should begin to fizz. Now you can take your spoon and stir the lemon and the lemon juice. And it should start foaming really well as you stir it. To keep the reaction going, squeeze your lemon to get more of the lemon juice out, and that will interact with the baking soda. Now, if you want to create a bigger reaction, pour a few drops of vinegar into the opening of your volcano. Now, we talked earlier about acidic foods. I wonder what will happen when I pour the vinegar into the lemon. Remember when I said the dishwashing liquid is optional? Well, it is. If you have it though, you can add some drops of dishwashing liquid to the top of your volcano just to create more bubbles. See? Look. I'm so glad I chose purple. That was such a cute color. To create more bubbles, again, you can squeeze your lemon to get that lemon juice activated inside with the baking soda. And to keep the reaction going, alternatively add more baking soda, coloring, dish soap, and squeeze your lemon to get the lemon juice out in order to increase the reaction. Adding dish soap adds more bubbles, and who doesn't like bubbles? I know I do. I love me some bubbles. And here's a closer view of me adding more dishwashing liquid, vinegar, and baking soda to my lemon. If you can't tell, I really enjoy doing this activity. I think this is such a cool way to see how acids and bases interact to create chemical reactions, and I hope that you enjoyed this activity as well. Let's move on into our questions. Take 10 minutes and talk with your family about what you learned, acids and bases, chemical reactions, what you observe with the lemon and baking soda, and other experiments that you can do at home with your family. Alright ladies, I really hope you enjoyed our activity today. Thank you for watching, and again, make sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See y'all later. Bye-bye.